Which areas should a man stimulate to quickly arouse a woman? And how does maturity change the way we approach female pleasure? Dear grandsons and granddaughters, welcome once again to this talk, where with respect and wisdom, we explore topics that, in our youth, we may have hesitated to discuss openly, but that, in maturity, we recognize as fundamental for well-being in a relationship. Today, we're stepping into an intimate, yet necessary, subject: which areas men should stimulate to quickly and effectively arouse a woman. This is a delicate topic, and I promise to treat it with the respect it deserves, backed by both science and experience. So, if you're over 50 and looking to enhance your intimacy, stay and listen closely. First, it's important to clarify that female arousal is a more complex process than male arousal. A single type of stimulation is rarely enough to fully awaken a woman's desire. Biologically, the female body is designed to respond to multiple types of stimuli, both physical and emotional. Although preferences vary from person to person, there are certain key erogenous zones that can effectively awaken the flame of desire. Let's begin with the mouth. It may sound obvious, but there is something incredibly deep in the power of a kiss. Studies in evolutionary psychology suggest that kisses are not only signs of affection, they're a chemical exchange that triggers dopamine, the pleasure neurotransmitter. The mouth is a primary erogenous zone, especially when kisses are slow, soft, and include the lips and tongue. Never underestimate the power of a deep, sensual kiss. Next, the ears, particularly the earlobes. These are incredibly sensitive areas. Gentle sucking, licking, or even whispering softly can trigger a whole body response. According to studies in sexuality, the ears are filled with nerve endings that send signals directly to the brain, increasing pulse and arousal. Now let's talk about the neck, another key area never to be ignored. Just like the ears, the neck has many nerve endings, making it highly responsive to soft kisses and slow licking. This stimulation also releases oxytocin, the so-called love hormone, which strengthens emotional bonds and increases desire. If you're looking to arouse a woman quickly, the neck is one of the most powerful zones to stimulate, both physically and emotionally. Once you've explored these zones, don't forget the breasts and nipples. According to gynecology and sexology research, the nipples and areolas become highly sensitive during arousal due to increased blood flow. Gentle sucking, caressing, or licking activates a brain response that heightens sexual excitement. But be mindful, some women prefer a soft touch, while others enjoy more pressure. The key is communication and respectful attentiveness. Now let's approach perhaps the most important area, the clitoris. This small organ, located above the labia minora, contains over 8,000 nerve endings, more than any other part of the human body. Its sole biological function is to provide pleasure. Stimulating the clitoris by licking, sucking, or touching can quickly increase sexual arousal for most women. That said, every woman is different. Not all enjoy the same pressure or rhythm, and adjusting intensity based on your partner's responses is essential. Start slowly with circular or side-to-side movements, then increase the intensity as her arousal grows. A study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that 80% of women require direct clitoral stimulation to reach orgasm, emphasizing the importance of focusing on this area. Let's also address the emotional environment. Female desire isn't only physical, it's deeply shaped by emotional connection. Creating an atmosphere of trust, open communication, and tenderness is just as important as physical stimulation. Emotional safety allows a woman to feel relaxed, confident, and fully engaged in intimacy. So, my dear grandsons and granddaughters, if you want to arouse a woman quickly and effectively, remember that the female body is like a map full of meaningful points. Each one should be explored with care, respect, and intention. It's not about the speed, it's about the dedication and mindfulness behind each touch, kiss, and whisper. I hope this talk has inspired you to strengthen your intimate life with your partner. If you found this content valuable, don't forget to subscribe to Nopor, Sexuality and Health. Share it with those who may need it, and leave your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next talk, one full of wisdom and respect for the joy and happiness of couples. Is there one erogenous zone most men forget that could completely change female arousal? Don't miss our next video, where we reveal it all.